Hey adventurers, welcome to another thrilling video that'll plunge you into the abyss. Today we're uncovering the jaw-dropping secrets of our ocean's depths. What mysteries, creatures and hidden treasures lurk below? Get ready, because this journey will blow your mind. If you love the video, hit that like button, share it with your crew and drop a comment telling us where you're watching from. So, ready to dive into this ocean of wonders? Let's go! The ocean is a world unto itself. A vast, restless expanse that covers 70% of our planet. Its surface glitters under the sun, but beneath the waves lies a realm of darkness, where light fades and secrets multiply. In 2025, we've mapped less than a quarter of the seafloor, leaving an abyss that holds more mysteries than the stars above. From newly discovered creatures to strange structures that defy explanation, the deep sea is whispering truths we're only beginning to hear. What lies beneath the sea? And why does it feel like it's hiding something? The journey begins with a simple fact. The ocean is deeper than we can fully grasp. The Mariana Trench, the planet's lowest point, plunges nearly 7 miles below the surface, a place where pressure crushes steel and darkness is absolute. Yet, in March 2025, a robotic submersible from the Ocean Exploration Trust captured footage of a new species there. A translucent eel-like creature with glowing tendrils. Scientists dubbed it the Phantom Drifter, a reminder that even the deepest voids teem with life we've never seen. Dr. Maria Alvarez, a marine biologist at Scripps Institution of Oceanography, studies these discoveries. In her lab, surrounded by jars of preserved specimens, she marvels at the footage. The ocean is Earth's last frontier, she says, her eyes alight with curiosity. Every dive brings something new, species, behaviors, entire ecosystems. In 2024 alone, we found over 200 new marine species, from bioluminescent squid to crabs that thrive near volcanic vents. The deep is alive and it's talking to us. But it's not just life that stirs the imagination. In June 2025, a sonar survey off the coast of Japan revealed a massive underwater structure, dubbed the Yonaguni Monument. Its stepped, pyramid-like form, submerged for millennia, sparked debate. Some call it a natural rock formation, others insist it's a remnant of a lost civilization. On X, users posted sonar images with captions like, "Atlantis found, Yonaguni mystery." The structure's precise edges and symmetry fuel wild theories, from ancient architects to alien builders. The idea of submerged civilizations isn't new. Plato's tale of Atlantis, a city swallowed by the sea, has haunted scholars for centuries. In 2025, archaeologists uncovered evidence of a sunken city off Greece's Peloponnese coast, dated to 3000 BCE. Pavlopetri, as it's called, has streets, buildings and tombs preserved under shallow waters. Dr. Nikos Papadopoulos, an underwater archaeologist, walks the shore near the site, waves lapping at his feet. Pavlopetri shows us how much history lies beneath, he says. Rising seas have hidden entire cultures. We're only scratching the surface. Yet, the ocean's mysteries veer into stranger territory. In April 2025, a fishing trawler in the Bering Sea hauled up an object that defied explanation. A metallic sphere, 2 feet wide with intricate carvings. The crew, led by Captain Elena Korsakov, reported it to authorities. Sitting on her boat, the sphere's photo on her phone, she describes the find. "It wasn't rusted, not even scratched," she says, her voice low. "It felt wrong, like it didn't belong here." The sphere vanished into military custody, but X erupted with speculation, from ancient tech to extraterrestrial probes. A user at Deep Sea Truth posted, "Bering Sea Sphere, Ham's alien artifact, ocean secrets." These curiosities tap into a deeper unease. The ocean has always been a place of myth, krakens, mermaids, ghost ships. But modern technology reveals truths stranger than fiction. In August 2025, a NOAA expedition in the Pacific recorded an eerie sound nicknamed the Pulse. It was a low rhythmic hum, emanating from 3,000 meters down with no clear source. Dr. Alvarez, who analyzed the audio, shakes her head. "It's not whales, not tectonic shifts," she says. "It's patterned, almost deliberate. We don't know what it is." On X, theories range from underwater volcanoes to secret military signals with ocean mystery writing. The pulse is calling. Who's answering? The ocean's vastness invites such questions. Only 23% of the seafloor is mapped in high resolution per a 2025 GEBCO report. That leaves millions of square miles unexplored, a blank canvas for both science and speculation. Ancient texts like the Indian Mahabharata describe submerged cities with glowing palaces, while modern conspiracy theorists point to Google Earth anomalies, strange grids and shapes in the Pacific, as evidence of hidden bases. Most are dismissed as natural formations, but the doubt lingers. For those who dive into the deep, the ocean feels alive with possibility. Captain Korsakov, reflecting on her career, leans against her boat's railing. "I've seen lights down. They're moving too fast for fish," she says. The sea keeps its secrets, but it's starting to share. Her words echo a growing sentiment. The ocean is no longer a silent void. It's a puzzle, and 2025's discoveries are the first pieces. This story begins with a single thread, the Bering Sea sphere, and its journey from the deep to a classified vault. What it is and what it means will lead us into waters where science and madness collide. The Pacific stretches under a stormy sky, waves crashing against an unseen shore. Far below, a faint glow pulses, waiting to be found. The abyss is calling. The Bering Sea is a restless giant, its icy waters churning between Alaska and Russia, a place where storms rage and secrets sink deep. In April 2025, a fishing trawler named Northern Star pulled something extraordinary from these depths, a metallic sphere 2 feet across, etched with patterns that seemed to hum with purpose. Captain Elena Korsakov's crew stared in awe as the object sat on the deck, untouched by rust or barnacles, as if it had been waiting to be found. Its discovery sparked a frenzy, scientific, military, and conspiratorial, that would ripple far beyond the Arctic. What was the sphere, and why did it vanish into a classified vault? Korsakov recounts the moment in a weathered dockside office in Nome, Alaska. The seas roar faint through the window. "It wasn't just metal," she says, her hands tracing the air as if still feeling its weight. "The carvings moved, like they were alive, shifting under the light. We radioed the Coast Guard, and within hours men in black suits showed up. They took it, told us to forget it." Her phone holds a single photo, blurry but unmistakable, showing the sphere's intricate designs. She shared it on X, where it exploded, with users like Deep Sea Truth posting, "Bering Sea Sphere, dawn proof of something bigger. Ocean mystery." The sphere's fate is murky. Sources claim it was flown to a military facility, possibly joint, Base Elmendorf-Richardson in Anchorage, before disappearing into a labyrinth of secrecy. A leaked 2025 Department of Defense memo, surfaced on X in May, referenced a non-terrestrial artifact recovered from the Bering Sea, with unidentified isotopic signatures. The Pentagon neither confirmed nor denied the document, but its timing fueled speculation. Was this a piece of ancient technology, an alien probe, or something else entirely? Dr. Paul Whitaker, a materials scientist at Caltech, has studied similar claims. In his lab, surrounded by spectrometers, he examines a digital copy of Korsakov's photo. The patterns suggest a fractal geometry, not random, he says, zooming in on the carvings. If it's a manufactured object, it's beyond our current tech, possibly using nanotechnology or quantum properties. The lack of corrosion is telling. Nothing stays pristine in saltwater unless it's engineered to. Whitaker's analysis aligns with a 2025 NOAA report noting anomalous objects in deep-sea surveys. Though details remain classified, the sphere isn't an isolated case. In July 2025, a submersible off Hawaii's Big Island found a similar object, a cylindrical relic half buried in sediment with glowing glyphs. The dive team, led by marine archaeologist Dr. Leilani Kimura, documented it before it, too, was seized by authorities. On a Honolulu beach, waves crashing behind her, Kimura shares her frustration. It was old, maybe thousands of years, but the material was advanced, lightweight, reflective, she says. We barely studied it before it was gone. Her team's footage, leaked on X, sparked theories of a submerged network of artifacts, with the Ocean Seeker posting, Hawaii cylinder plus Bering sphere, to ancient tech grid, door deep secrets. These finds tap into wilder ideas. The theory of a lost civilization, Atlantis, Lemuria, or something unnamed, gains traction with each discovery. In August 2025, a sonar scan in the Caribbean revealed a grid-like structure off the Bahamas, dubbed the Bimini Road. Its stone blocks, aligned with uncanny precision, are debated as natural or man-made. Dr. Nikos Papadopoulos, the underwater archaeologist from Part 1, studies the scans in his Athens office. Bimini could be a harbor or ceremonial site, submerged 10,000 years ago, he says, but the scale and symmetry push the boundaries of what we think early humans could do. On X, users like Lost World speculate Bimini Road, Webbings, Atlantis Outpost, ocean ruins. Theories grow stranger still. Some claim these objects are extraterrestrial, left by visitors who use the ocean as a hiding place. A 2025 X post by Star Depths shared a declassified 1970s Navy report of a submerged anomaly in the Pacific, described as a glowing disk that evaded sonar. The report, part of a Freedom of Information Act release, mentions non-human signals detected nearby. While skeptics call it a Cold War exaggeration, believers see a pattern. The Bering Sea sphere, with its otherworldly design, fits the narrative of alien relics scattered across the deep. Civilian witnesses add fuel. In Nome, a fisherman named Caleb Turner, who worked on Korsakov's trawler, saw something else that night. Sitting in a local bar, the Bering Sea visible through frost-covered windows, he speaks quietly. Before we hauled the sphere, I saw lights under the water, he says. 3 orbs moving in a triangle, then gone. I didn't tell anyone, thought I was crazy. His story, posted on X, resonated, with users sharing similar accounts. Of underwater lights from Iceland to the Gulf of Mexico. The ocean's history supports such mysteries. In 2024, a deep-sea expedition found a 12,000-year-old mammoth tusk off California, proving ancient life reached depths we're only now exploring. A 2025 Nature study suggested submerged caves in the Mediterranean once housed early humans, now drowned by rising seas. These facts blur into speculation. Could advanced societies have thrived underwater, leaving relics like the sphere? Or are we chasing shadows of something non-human? For Korsakov, the sphere is personal. It changed how I see the sea, she says, staring at the horizon. It's not just water, it's a vault holding things we're not ready for. Her words echo a growing unease. The Bering Sea sphere is a clue, but to what? As scientists and conspiracists dig deeper, a new discovery off the Azores will push the boundaries of belief. The Arctic night cloaks the Bering Sea, its waves hiding a silent pulse. Far below, something waits, its purpose unknown. The ocean's secrets are stirring. The Atlantic Ocean stretches like a boundless frontier, its waves guarding secrets older than memory. In the heart of this expanse lie the Azores, a cluster of volcanic islands where myths of lost worlds feel almost tangible. In September 2025, a deep-sea expedition off San Miguel Island uncovered something extraordinary. A massive circular structure 300 feet wide, resting 2,000 meters below the surface. Dubbed the Azores Enigma, its geometric precision and unnatural symmetry ignited global fascination, blending science with whispers of ancient civilizations and alien intervention. What is this structure? And why does it challenge everything we know? The discovery began with a routine survey by the Azores Marine Research Institute, using advanced sonar to map the seafloor. The team, led by Dr. Sofia Mendes, expected volcanic ridges, not a perfect circle with radiating lines resembling a sunburst. Mendes, standing on a rocky San Miguel cliff, the Atlantic shimmering behind her, describes the moment. It looked designed like a blueprint, she says, her voice tinged with wonder. No natural process creates something so precise at that depth. We knew we'd found something special. Sonar images shared on X went viral, with an Ocean Seeker posting. Azores Enigma, or Lost City or Alien Base, Mars Deep Sea Truth. The structure's details deepened the mystery. Remotely operated vehicles captured footage of smooth metallic panels embedded in the circle's center, untouched by corrosion despite millennia underwater. Strange symbols etched into the panels baffled linguists. A 2025 preliminary report, published in Nature, suggested the structure predates known human settlements in the region, possibly by 12,000 years. On X, a star depth speculated, "This is older than Göbekli Tepe. Could it be Atlantis?" Azores mystery. Dr. Nikos Papadopoulos, the underwater archaeologist from Part 1, joined the Azores team to investigate. In his Athens office, he studies 3D models of the structure. "The symmetry and materials are unprecedented," he says, rotating the model on his screen. "It resembles megalithic architecture, but the technology, those panels, those symbols, suggests something far advanced. If it's human, it rewrites history." Papadopoulos compares it to Pavlopetri and the Bimini Road, hinting at a network of submerged sites. His theory, shared on X, sparked debates, with users like Lost Worlds posting, "Azores as proof of a forgotten empire. Ocean ruins." Wilder theories abound. Some claim the structure is an extraterrestrial beacon linked to the Bering Sea Sphere and Hawaii Cylinder. A declassified 2023 NATO report, uncovered via a Freedom of Information Act request, described unidentified submerged objects near the Azores, detected during Cold War sonar tests. The objects, moving at impossible speeds, vanished before identification. On X, a deep-sea truth tied this to the enigma. NATO knew something was there. Alien tech? Azores enigma. The symbol's resemblance to alleged UFO markings, noted by ufologists, fueled speculation of a non-human origin. Local witnesses add intrigue. João Ferreira, a São Miguel fisherman, claims to have seen strange lights near the discovery site. Sitting on his boat, the horizon endless, he recalls the night. "They were under the water, pulsing, not like fish or divers," he says, his hands gesturing their rhythm. "It happened a week before the survey. I told my crew, but they laughed." His story, posted on X, gained traction, with users sharing similar accounts from the Caribbean to the Mediterranean. A 2025 NOAA log noted anomalous bioluminescence in the Azores, unexplained by marine life. The scientific community is divided. Dr. Maria Alvarez, the marine biologist from Part 1, urges caution. In her San Diego lab, she analyzes the expedition's data. "The structure could be geological, shaped by volcanic activity," she says, though her tone betrays doubt. "But the panels and symbols don't fit. We need more samples, but access is restricted." Alvarez hints at military involvement, noting that Portuguese and US naval vessels patrolled the site post-discovery. A leaked 2025 email circulated on X suggested the US Navy classified the structure as a security asset, prompting Ocean Mystery to ask, why hide a rock formation or a cover-up? The Azores enigma taps into ancient myths. The Portuguese. Legend of the Ilhas Encantadas speaks of enchanted islands that sank into the sea, eerily echoing Plato's Atlantis. In 2024, a study in geology proposed that a massive tsunami, triggered by an Azores volcano 15,000 years ago, could have submerged coastal settlements. This lends credence to theories of lost civilizations, but the enigma's advanced materials push speculation further. On X, a Lost Worlds shared a Sumerian tablet's description of a shining city under the waves, asking, myth or memory? Azores secrets. Public reaction was electric. By October 2025, the Azores became a pilgrimage site for divers and theorists, despite restricted access. Protests erupted in Lisbon, with locals demanding transparency. A Pew Research poll showed 68% of Americans believed the ocean held evidence of advanced civilizations, fueled by the enigma's images. On X, a viral video of the structure's footage, set to eerie music, amassed millions of views, with our star depths commenting, "This changes everything." Ocean awakening. For Ferreira, the fisherman, the enigma is personal. The sea's always been alive, he says, gazing at the water. Now it's speaking, and we need to listen. His words reflect a growing sentiment. The ocean is no longer a silent abyss. The Azores discovery is a key, but to what lock? As scientists grapple with its origins, a new signal from the Pacific will deepen the mystery. The Atlantic night cloaks. The Azores, waves whispering against volcanic cliffs. Far below, a faint hum echoes, ancient and alive. The sea's story is unfolding. The Pacific Ocean is a universe of its own, its depths swallowing light and sound in a silence that feels eternal. In October 2025, that silence was broken by a discovery that sent ripples through the scientific world. A rhythmic, low-frequency signal emanating from 4,000 meters below the surface near the Clarion-Clipperton Zone. Nicknamed the Pacific Signal, its patterned pulses defied natural explanations, sparking theories from underwater machinery to alien communication. Coming on the heels of the Azores enigma, this anomaly deepened the ocean's mystique, pulling us further into its secrets. The signal was first detected by a NOAA deep-sea observatory designed to monitor seismic activity. Unlike the erratic hums of whales or the groans of tectonic plates, this sound was precise, repeating every 17 seconds with a frequency that suggested intent. Dr. Maria Alvarez, the marine biologist from earlier parts, analyzed the data in her San Diego lab, surrounded by screens displaying spectrograms. "It's not organic, not geological," she says, her brow furrowed. "The pattern is too consistent, like a metronome. We've never heard anything like it." The audio leaked on X went viral, with Ocean Mystery posting. The Pacific. Signal is alive. What's down there? More deep-sea pulse. The signal's location added intrigue. The Clarion-Clipperton Zone, a vast abyssal plain between Hawaii and Mexico, is a treasure trove of minerals and strange life forms. In July 2025, a mining company's submersible found oddly symmetrical trenches nearby, etched into the seafloor like a circuit board. Dr. Leilani Kimura, the marine archaeologist from Part 2, joined the investigation. On a Honolulu research vessel, the Pacific stretching endlessly, she describes the trenches. "They're not erosion or animal tracks," she says, holding a sonar printout. "They're deliberate, maybe artificial. The signal's coming from the same area." Her images, shared on X, fueled speculation, with the star depths asking, ancient, tech or alien grid? Pacific mystery. Theories exploded. Some linked the signal to a lost civilization, pointing to Polynesian legends of Mu, a sunken continent in the Pacific. A 2025 study in archaeological oceanography revealed submerged terraces off Tonga, dated to 8000 BCE, suggesting advanced coastal societies drowned by rising seas. Dr. Nikos Papadopoulos, the underwater archaeologist, sees parallels with the Azores enigma. In his Athens office, he examines the Tonga data. These terraces could be agricultural or ceremonial, he says. If they're linked to the signal, we're talking about a culture with technology we don't understand. On X, A Lost Worlds, posted, "Mu's real and the Pacific signals its heartbeat. Might ocean ruins." Wilder ideas suggest extraterrestrial origins. A declassified 2024 U.S. Navy report, obtained via a Freedom of Information Act request, documented unidentified acoustic phenomena in the Pacific during the 1980s, with patterns similar to the 2025 signal. The report mentioned objects moving near the sound source, too fast for submarines. On X, a deep-sea truth tied this to the Bering Sea sphere. "The signal's a beacon, and the sphere's a key. Alien base confirmed. Pacific signal." Ufologists noted the signal's frequency matched alleged extraterrestrial transmissions from SETI archives, though skeptics dismissed it as coincidence. Civilian accounts added weight. In Hilo, Hawaii, a surfer named Kai Malo saw something strange. Near the signal's coordinates, sitting on a beach, his board beside him, he recalls the night. "I was out late and the water lit up, blue, pulsing, maybe a mile offshore," he says, his voice steady but awed. "It wasn't jellyfish or boats, it moved then sank." His video, shaky but vivid, spread on X with users comparing it to Juan Ferreira's Azores lights. A 2025 NOAA log noted unexplained luminescence in the area, unexplained by bioluminescence. The scientific response was cautious but urgent. Dr. Paul Whitaker, the Caltech materials scientist, analyzed sediment samples from the trenches. In his lab, he points to a microscope image. "We found microscopic alloys embedded in the seafloor, not naturally occurring," he says. "They're similar to the Bering Sea Sphere's composition, non-corrosive, possibly engineered." Whitaker's findings, published in a 2025 science brief, hinted at artificial structures, but stopped short of wild claims. On X, a ocean seeker speculated, "Whitaker's holding back. The trenches are tech. Das Pacific cover-up." Military involvement raised eyebrows. By November 2025, US and Chinese naval vessels were spotted near the signal's source, officially for joint research. A leaked Pentagon email, circulated on X, called the area a strategic anomaly, prompting Gao Deep Sea Truth to ask, why send warships for a sound? Pacific secrets. Access restrictions frustrated scientists like Alvarez, who notes, "We're being locked out. Someone doesn't want us digging deeper." The Pacific signal fits a pattern of ocean mysteries. In 2024, a deep-sea drone found a 10,000-year-old coral reef off Australia, hosting unknown species. A 2025 Nature study suggested submerged Pacific caves held human artifacts, drowned 12,000 years ago. These facts blur into myth. The Mahabharata's tale of Dwarka, a sunken city, or Micronesian stories of glowing underwater palaces. On X, a Lost Worlds shared a Polynesian chant about lights in the deep, asking, folklore or fact? Pacific signal. For Kai Marlowe, the surfer, the ocean feels different now. "It's like it's watching us," he says, staring at the waves. "That light, that sound, it's not random." His words echo a growing unease. The Pacific signal is no anomaly. It's a message, but from whom? As the world grapples with its meaning, a new find in the Indian Ocean will push the boundaries of belief. The Pacific night falls, stars reflecting on a restless sea. Deep below, a pulse continues, steady and unyielding. The ocean's voice grows louder. The Indian Ocean is a cradle of ancient trade and forgotten empires, its turquoise waters hiding stories etched in coral and sand. In November 2025, a deep-sea expedition near the Andaman and Nicobar Islands uncovered a relic that defied comprehension. A crystalline obelisk, 10 feet tall, embedded in the seafloor at 3,500 meters. Its surface, shimmering with an inner light, bore inscriptions that resisted translation. Dubbed the Indian Ocean Relic, this find sent shockwaves through science and speculation, linking the Pacific signal and Azores enigma to a growing web of underwater mysteries. What is this obelisk and what does it reveal about the deep? The discovery was made by the Indian National Center for Ocean Research, using a submersible to explore a previously unmapped trench. The obelisk stood alone, its base surrounded by a circular depression, as if carved by unseen forces. Dr. Anjali Rao, a marine geologist leading the expedition, recalls the moment from a Chennai research lab. Sonar images spread before her. "It glowed even in total darkness," she says, her voice a mix of awe and unease. "The crystal wasn't quartz or anything we know. It refracted light in impossible ways." Footage shared on X went viral, with a deep-sea truth posting, "Indian Ocean Relic, an ancient tech or alien marker, for ocean secrets." The obelisk's properties baffled scientists. Samples, retrieved under tight security, showed a molecular structure that shifted under electromagnetic fields, akin to the Bering Sea Sphere's alloys. A 2025 science report noted non-terrestrial isotopic ratios in the crystal, hinting at an origin beyond Earth. Dr. Paul Whitaker, the Caltech materials scientist, analyzed the data remotely. In his lab, he points to a 3D model of the obelisk's lattice. "This isn't a natural crystal," he says, his tone cautious but excited. "It's engineered, possibly for energy storage or transmission. It's like a battery. But for what?" On X, Star Depth speculated, Obelisk breathes power. Source for a sunken city. Dancer on Indian Ocean mystery. The inscriptions deepened the enigma. Etched in spiral patterns, they resembled no known script, though some linguists noted faint similarities to ancient Tamil or Indus Valley symbols. Dr. Nikos Papadopoulos, the underwater archaeologist, joined the analysis. In his Athens office, he studies high-resolution images. If it's human, it predates our oldest writing systems, he says, but the precision suggests technology far beyond ancient tools. It could be a marker, a monument, or something functional. His theory, shared on X, sparked debate with Lost Worlds posting, Indian Ocean relic counts a proof of a lost empire, ocean ruins. Wild theories flourished. Some linked the obelisk to the Tamil legend of Kumari Kandam, a sunken continent said to have rivaled Atlantis. A 2024 archaeological oceanography study found submerged structures off India's southeast coast, dated to 9000 BCE, lending credence to the idea of ancient coastal civilizations. Others saw extraterrestrial fingerprints, citing the obelisk's glow and its resemblance to sci-fi monoliths. A declassified 2023 Indian Navy report, obtained via a Freedom of Information Act request, described unidentified submerged objects near the Andamans, emitting pulsed signals. On X, Ocean Seeker tied this to the Pacific signal, Obelisk Plus signal, alien network, the deep sea cover-up. Local accounts added fuel. Priya Sharma, a Nicobar Island diver, witnessed strange phenomena near the site. Sitting on a coral-fringed beach, she describes the night. The water was alive, glowing green, moving in circles, she says, her hands tracing the motion. It wasn't bioluminescence. It felt deliberate, like a signal. Her video, posted on X, showed eerie lights pulsing underwater, echoing Kai Malo's Pacific sighting. A 2025 NOAA log noted anomalous electromagnetic activity in the area, unexplained by natural causes. The scientific response was intense but restricted. Dr. Maria Alvarez, the marine biologist, consulted on the expedition. In her San Diego lab, she examines the submersible's data. The obelisk's emitting a faint hum, like the Pacific signal but higher pitched, she says. We wanted to study it in situ, but the Indian military took over. By December 2025, the site was declared a restricted zone, with naval patrols limiting access. A leaked email, circulated on X, suggested the obelisk was moved to a secure facility, prompting deep-sea truth to ask, why hide a crystal? Das Indian Ocean secrets. The relic fits a pattern of ocean discoveries. In 2024, a Maldives expedition found a 7,000-year-old coral platform, possibly a ceremonial site. A 2025 nature study revealed submerged caves off Sri Lanka containing human tools from 10,000 BCE. These finds blur into myth, the Ramayana's tale of a sunken bridge to Lanka, or local Andaman stories of light towers in the deep. On X, a Lost World shared a Vedic text describing glowing pillars under the sea, asking, legend or history? Ocean relic. Public reaction was fervent. By December 2025, the Andamans drew adventurers and theorists despite warnings. Protests in Chennai demanded open research, with signs reading, "The ocean belongs to us." A Pew Research poll showed 70% of Americans believed the ocean held advanced technology, fueled by the relic's images. On X, a viral video of the obelisk's glow set to haunting music amassed millions of views, with Ocean Mystery commenting, "This is our wake-up call." Ocean awakening. For Priya Sharma, the diver, the relic is a turning point. The seas, not just a place, it's a story, she says, gazing at the horizon. This is a chapter we can't ignore. Her words resonate. The Indian Ocean relic is a beacon, but to what end? As the world debates its origins, a new phenomenon in the Arctic Ocean will challenge every assumption. The Indian Ocean night. Settles, stars mirrored in calm waters. Deep below, a faint light pulses, ancient and unyielding. The sea's secrets are calling louder. The Arctic Ocean is a frozen enigma, its ice-choked waters guarding secrets beneath a veil of cold. In December 2025, a Norwegian research vessel, the Polar Dawn, stumbled upon a phenomenon that defied explanation: a series of massive, pulsating light formations, emanating from 2,500 meters below the surface near the Gakkel Ridge. Dubbed the Arctic anomaly, these lights moved in synchronized patterns visible through the ice, sparking theories of ancient technology, submerged civilizations, and even extraterrestrial bases. Following the Indian Ocean relic, this discovery pushed the boundaries of what the ocean might hide. The anomaly was detected during a routine survey of the Arctic seafloor, part of a 2025 climate study. The Polar Dawn sonar picked up irregular structures, circular platforms oddly uniform, while its cameras captured glowing orbs shifting in a rhythmic dance. Dr. Lars Eriksson, a geophysicist leading the expedition, describes the moment from a Bergen lab, his desk cluttered with data. The lights weren't random, he says, replaying grainy footage. They pulsed in sequence like a signal, and the structures below looked engineered. The video, leaked on X, exploded, with Deep Sea Truth posting: Arctic anomaly, underwater city lights, ocean secrets. The structures intrigued scientists. Sonar revealed 5 platforms, each 200 meters wide, arranged in a pentagon. Their surfaces appeared smooth, possibly metallic, resisting the crushing pressure of the deep. A 2025 Nature brief suggested they could be volcanic, but the light's behavior, synchronized, deliberate, challenged that. Dr. Paul Whitaker, the Caltech materials scientist, analyzed the sonar data. In his lab, he points to a 3D model. The platforms share traits with the Azores Enigma's panels. Non-corrosive, possibly synthetic, he says. If they're artificial, they're not ours. On X, their star depth speculated, Arctic platforms are Prague's ancient tech hub? Dag Arctic mystery. Theories swirled. Some linked the anomaly to a lost Arctic civilization, citing Inuit myths of a shining land beneath the ice. A 2024 archaeological oceanography study found submerged stone tools off Greenland, dated to 10,000 BCE, hinting at ancient coastal settlements drowned by melting glaciers. Dr. Nikos Papadopoulos, the underwater archaeologist, sees parallels. In his Athens office, he examines the Pentagon's layout. It resembles ceremonial sites, but the scale and materials suggest advanced engineering, he says. Could it be a northern Atlantis? His post on X sparked debate, with Lost Worlds, asking, Arctic anomaly, as forgotten empire's last stand, as ocean ruins. Extraterrestrial theories gained traction. A declassified 2022 Russian Navy report surfaced via a Freedom of Information Act request described unidentified luminous objects in the Arctic Ocean, moving at speeds defying physics. The light's patterns echoed the Pacific signal's rhythm, prompting speculation of a global network. On X, a ocean seeker tied this to the Indian Ocean relic. Arctic lights plus obelisk and alien grid activating? Local witnesses added weight. On Svalbard, a fisherman named Ingrid Olsen saw the lights from her boat. Standing on a snowy dock, the Arctic Ocean glinting behind her, she recounts the night. They were under the ice, glowing blue, moving like they had a purpose, she says, her voice steady but awed. It wasn't aurora or reflections. Her video, posted on X, showed orbs pulsing in formation, echoing Priya Sharma's Indian Ocean sighting. A 2025 NOAA log noted unexplained optical phenomena in the area, unexplained by natural sources. Scientific efforts hit roadblocks. Dr. Maria Alvarez, the marine biologist, consulted remotely. In her San Diego lab, she studies the light patterns. They're not bioluminescence or gas vents, she says. The synchronization suggests intelligence, but we're barred from the site. By late December, NATO and Russian naval vessels patrolled the Gakkel Ridge, citing security concerns. A leaked 2025 NATO memo, circulated on X, called the anomaly a potential threat, prompting a Deep Sea Truth to ask, why militarize lights? Your Arctic cover-up. The Arctic anomaly fits a pattern of ocean discoveries. In 2024, a Canadian expedition found a 9,000-year-old fishing net off Baffin Island, proving ancient humans navigated Arctic waters. A 2025 science study suggested submerged caves in the Bering Strait held human remains, drowned 12,000 years ago. These facts blur into myth, Norse tales of ice palaces, or Sami legends of glowing spirits in the deep. On X, iLostWorlds shared an Inuit story of lights guiding the lost, asking, myth or memory? Arctic anomaly. Public. Reaction was intense. By January 2026, the Arctic drew adventurers and theorists despite hazardous conditions. Protests in Oslo demanded open access, with signs reading, "The sea is ours." A Pew Research poll showed 72% of Americans believed the ocean held advanced technology, fueled by the anomaly's footage. On X, a viral video of the lights, set to eerie music, amassed millions of views, with Ocean Mystery commenting, "The Arctic's awake, Arc's ocean awakening." For Ingrid Olsen, the fisherman, the anomaly is personal. "The ocean's always been more than fish and ice," she says, gazing at the horizon. "Now it's showing us something bigger." Her words reflect a shift. The Arctic anomaly is no mere curiosity. It's a call, but from whom? As the world debates its meaning, a new discovery in the Mediterranean will tie the ocean's mysteries together. The Arctic night blankets the sea ice cracking under starlight. Deep below, a glow pulses, ancient and alive. The ocean's story grows clearer. The Mediterranean Sea is a cradle of civilization. Its azure waters lapping at the ruins of empires, from Greece to Egypt. In January 2026, a joint Italian-Greek expedition near the island of Crete uncovered a discovery that tied the ocean's mysteries together. A sprawling underwater complex dubbed the Mediterranean Nexus, with intricate chambers and artifacts that defied known history. Spanning 500 meters, this site linked the Bering Sea sphere, the Azores Enigma, the Pacific Signal, the Indian Ocean relic, and the Arctic anomaly into a single tantalizing puzzle. Was this the work of a lost civilization, or something far stranger? The Nexus was found during a survey of the Cretan seafloor, prompted by 2025 seismic data, suggesting hidden cavities. Using advanced sonar and submersibles, the team revealed a network of domed structures, connected by tunnels, buried under sediment at Vamasut 800 meters. Dr. Elena Costa, a marine archaeologist leading the expedition, stands on a Cretan cliff, the sea sparkling below. "It's like a city, but not like any we know," she says, holding a tablet with 3D scans. "The architecture is advanced, curved walls, seamless joints, and there are objects inside that don't belong." Images shared on X went viral, with Ocean Seeker posting, "Mediterranean Nexus, Brander Atlantis Hub, Banga Deep Sea Truth." The complex's artifacts were astonishing. Submersibles retrieved a metallic disc, etched with symbols matching the Indian Ocean, relics, inscriptions, and a crystalline orb that pulsed faintly, reminiscent of the Arctic anomaly's lights. A 2026 archaeological oceanography report dated the site to 12,000 BCE, predating known Mediterranean cultures. Dr. Nikos Papadopoulos, the underwater archaeologist, joined the team. In his Athens office, he examines the discus patterns. "These symbols appear in the Azores and Andamans," he says. "This isn't coincidence. It's a network, possibly global." His theory, posted on X, sparked debate with LostWorlds, asking, "Nexus EU's capital of a sunken empire? Ocean ruins?" Scientific analysis revealed more. The structure's materials, non-corrosive alloys and a glass-like substance, echoed the Bering Sea sphere's composition. Dr. Paul Whitaker, the Caltech materials scientist, studied samples in his lab. "The alloys shift properties under energy fields like the Indian Ocean obelisk," he says, pointing to a spectrometer readout. "This suggests a technology for energy manipulation or communication. It's not human, not from our timeline." His findings, published in a 2026 science brief, hinted at extraterrestrial engineering, prompting Tour Depths to post, "Nexus Tour's alien outpost? Mediterranean mystery." wild theories proliferated. Some saw the Nexus as the heart of Atlantis, citing Plato's description of a circular city with advanced technology. A 2025 Nature study found evidence of a 10,000 BCE tsunami in the Mediterranean, which could have submerged coastal cities. Others proposed an extraterrestrial origin, linking the Nexus to the Pacific Signal's rhythm and the Arctic Lights. A declassified 2024 French Navy report, obtained via a Freedom of Information Act request, described submerged anomalies off Crete, emitting signals in the 1970s. On X, how Deep Sea Truth connected the dots. Nexus plus signal plus lights house alien grid online. Ocean cover-up. Local accounts added intrigue. Maria Stavros, a Cretan diver, saw strange phenomena near the site. Sitting in a seaside cafe, waves crashing nearby, she describes the night. The water glowed like a net of light, pulsing. Slowly, she says, her hands tracing its shape. It wasn't fish or algae, it moved with purpose. Her video, posted on X, showed a lattice of lights beneath the surface, echoing sightings from the Azores to the Arctic. A 2026 NOAA log noted unexplained electromagnetic pulses in the area, unexplained by natural causes. The scientific response was fervent but hampered. Dr. Maria Alvarez, the marine biologist, consulted on the expedition. In her San Diego lab, she analyzes the orb's pulses. They match the Pacific Signal's frequency, but they're stronger, more complex, she says. We wanted to map the tunnels, but NATO stepped in. By February 2026, the site was under military oversight, with Italian and US naval vessels restricting access. A leaked 2026 EU memo, circulated on X, called the Nexus a strategic asset, prompting Old Ocean Mystery to ask, why guard ruins? Mediterranean secrets. The Nexus fits a pattern of ocean discoveries. In 2024, a Turkish expedition found an 8,000-year-old port off Cyprus, submerged by rising seas. A 2026 archaeological oceanography study revealed submerged Minoan artifacts near Crete, dated to 9000 BCE. These facts blur into myth, Greek tales of sunken Deucalion city, or Egyptian legends of a shining realm below the sea. On X, Lost Worlds shared a Homeric verse about towers under the waves, asking, myth or history? Nexus truth. Public reaction was seismic. By February 2026, Crete became a hub for divers and theorists, despite patrols. Protests in Athens demanded transparency, with signs reading, "The Sea Speaks." A Pew Research poll showed 74% of Americans believed the ocean held advanced civilizations, fueled by the Nexus's images. On X, a viral video of the complex's chambers, set to haunting music, amassed millions of views, with Deep Sea Truth commenting, "The Nexus is our past and future, and ocean awakening." For Maria Stavros, the diver, the Nexus is a revelation. The sea's been hiding this forever, she says, gazing at the Mediterranean. Now it's showing us who we are. Her words resonate. The Nexus is a bridge connecting the ocean's mysteries. As the world grapples with its meaning, a global summit on ocean anomalies will demand answers. The Mediterranean dusk settles, stars emerging over calm waters. Deep. Below, a faint pulse hums, ancient and alive. The sea's story is converging. The United Nations headquarters in New York gleams under a winter sun, a symbol of humanity's shared aspirations. In March 2026, it became the stage for an unprecedented event, the Global Ocean Anomalies Summit, where scientists, policymakers, and civilians gathered to confront the mysteries unearthed in 2025. The Bering Sea Sphere, the Azores Enigma, the Pacific Signal, the Indian Ocean Relic, the Arctic Anomaly, and the Mediterranean Nexus. This summit, born from public pressure and scientific curiosity, sought to unravel whether these discoveries pointed to lost civilizations, advanced technology, or something beyond Earth. The ocean's secrets were no longer whispers. They demanded a global reckoning. The summit was spearheaded by Dr. Elena Costa, the marine archaeologist who uncovered the Mediterranean Nexus. Standing before a packed General Assembly, her voice carried conviction. "The ocean is our planet's memory," she said. Images of the nexus projected behind her. "From Crete to the Arctic, it's revealing a history we can't ignore. We must study it together, openly." Her call, live-streamed on X, resonated worldwide, with Ocean Seeker posting, "Costa's leading the charge, no more secrets. Ocean Summit." The first day featured scientific testimony. Dr. Paul Whitaker, the Caltech materials scientist, presented findings from the Nexus's alloys and the Indian Ocean relics crystal. In a conference room, his slides showed molecular structures. "These materials manipulate energy in ways we can't replicate," he said, his tone measured but urgent. "They suggest a technology, human or otherwise, that predates our records." Whitaker proposed a global database for ocean artifacts, a plan backed by Japan and Australia. On X, Vera Stardepths wrote, "Whitaker's saying it. This is alien or ancient genius. Das ocean truth." Dr. Maria Alvarez, the marine biologist, focused on the Pacific signal and Arctic anomalies pulses. In her San Diego lab, she shared data with the summit via video link. "The signals are synchronized across oceans like a network," she said, pointing to a spectrogram. "They're not natural, and they're intensifying." Her analysis, linking the signals to the Nexus's orb, suggested a communication system. A 2026 science report corroborated her, noting coordinated anomalies globally. On X, a deep-sea truth posted, "The ocean's talking. Are we ready to listen for a specific signal?" Civilian voices grounded the discussion. Maria Stavros, the EV Creighton diver from the Nexus site, spoke to the assembly. Standing nervously, she held up her phone, showing her glowing lattice video. "I'm no scientist," she said, her voice steadying. "But I saw the sea come alive. It's not just ruins, it's a message." Her sincerity moved the audience, and her footage, now studied by global teams, became a rallying cry. On X, a Lost Worlds commented, "Maria's our voice. The ocean belongs to us all." People power. The summit faced challenges. Military representatives, including US and Chinese delegates, offered vague reports. A Pentagon spokesperson admitted to monitoring ocean anomalies, but cited security concerns for limited disclosure. A leaked 2026 NATO memo, surfaced on X, revealed plans to classify the Nexus and Arctic sites as strategic zones, sparking outrage. As Ocean Mystery wrote, "They're locking down the truth again." Summit cover-up. Protests erupted outside. The UN with signs reading "Free the Sea." Other nations shared their own mysteries. An Indonesian delegate described a 2025 find off Java, a submerged pyramid, dated to 10,000 BCE, with carvings matching the Nexus's symbols. A Brazilian team presented sonar of a circular structure in the South Atlantic, echoing the Azores' enigma. These accounts, once siloed, formed a global pattern. Dr. Nikos Papadopoulos, the underwater archaeologist, attended as an advisor. In a UN hallway, he reflected. "This is bigger than Atlantis," he said, clutching a sketch of the Nexus. "It's a civilization, or something else, spanning oceans." His post on X went viral. "The Nexus is the key. Ocean network." Wild theories thrived. Some delegates linked the finds to ancient myths, Sumerian tales of sea gods with shining tools, or Polynesian legends of Mu's glowing cities. Others, citing the material's non-terrestrial isotopes, leaned toward extraterrestrial origins. A declassified 2025 Russian report, obtained via a Freedom of Information Act request, described submerged energy signatures in the Black Sea, similar to the Arctic anomalies lights. On X, your star depths connected the dots. Nexus plus signals plus lights, Chasse alien infrastructure, JAS ocean grid. Public reaction was fervent. By March 2026, protests spread from New York to Tokyo, demanding open research. A Pew Research poll showed 76% of Americans believed the ocean held advanced technology, fueled by summit coverage. On X, a viral video of the Nexus's chambers, synced with the Pacific signal's hum, amassed millions of views, with Deep Sea Truth commenting, "The summit's our chance." Ocean awakening. In Crete, a fisherman named Yannis Papadakis reported a new sighting, pulsing lights near the nexus. Standing on his boat, he spoke quietly. "The sea's alive again," he said. "It's watching us." His video, posted on X, echoed global sightings. The summit closed with a resolution. A UN Ocean Anomalies Task Force led by Costa to coordinate global research and push for declassification. But tensions lingered. Military restrictions on the Nexus and Arctic sites frustrated scientists, and rumors of a US-led secure archive for artifacts sparked distrust. On X, a ocean seeker wrote, "The summit's a start, but the fight's not over. Keep digging." The ocean's mysteries, its spheres, signals, and structures had become a global quest. As the summit ended, a new phenomenon in the Antarctic Ocean would challenge the task force's resolve, hinting at a truth too vast to contain. The New York skyline fades into dusk, the UN building a silhouette against the stars. Far below, the waves a faint hum echoes, ancient and unyielding. The sea story is far from over. The Antarctic Ocean is a realm of ice and shadow, its frigid waters encircling a continent untouched by human hands for millennia. In April 2026, a research station on the Ross Ice Shelf detected a phenomenon that shook the newly formed UN Ocean Anomalies Task Force, a series of powerful, rhythmic energy pulses originating 3,000 meters below the sea near the Weddell Sea. Named the Antarctic Pulse, this anomaly echoed the Pacific Signal and Arctic Anomaly, tying the ocean's mysteries, Bering Sea Sphere, Azores Enigma, Indian Ocean Relic, Mediterranean Nexus, into a global enigma. Was this a final clue to a lost civilization, or evidence of something beyond our world? The pulse was first recorded by a seismic array designed to monitor ice shelf stability. Unlike tectonic rumbles, these pulses were precise, occurring every 22 seconds with an energy signature that disrupted nearby electronics. Dr. Hannah Klein, a geophysicist at the British Antarctic Survey, led the investigation. Standing in a snow-dusted lab, the ocean's edge visible through a window, she describes the data. "It's not a natural phenomenon," she says, pointing to a graph of the pulses. "The energy's focused, almost like a broadcast. It's coming from something down there." Footage of the pulse's waveform shared on X went viral, with a deep-sea truth posting, "Antarctic Pulse, Dannen, the ocean's final secret. Sayakumi Sea Awakening." A submersible dive revealed more. At the pulse's source, researchers found a cluster of metallic spires, each 15 meters tall, arranged in a spiral pattern. Their surfaces, etched with symbols akin to the Mediterranean nexus's disk, glowed faintly, unaffected by the crushing pressure. A 2026 Nature report suggested the spires were artificial, predating Antarctic human activity by 20,000 years. Dr. Paul Whitaker, the Caltech materials scientist, analyzed remote samples. In his lab, he examines a spire fragment's composition. "It's the same alloy as the Nexus and Bering Sea Sphere," he says. "It conducts energy without loss, like a superconductor. This isn't human tech." On X, the Star Depths speculated, "Spires, Chaos ancient power grid, that Antarctic mystery." Theories abounded. Some linked the pulse to a polar civilization, citing Aboriginal myths of a frozen land of lights, drowned by ancient floods. A 2025 archaeological oceanography study found submerged tools off Antarctica's coast, dated to 12,000 BCE, suggesting early human presence before glaciation. Dr. Nikos Papadopoulos, the underwater archaeologist, joined the analysis. In his Athens office, he studies the spire's symbols. "They match Crete and the Andamans," he says. "This could be a global culture's southern outpost." His post on X sparked debate, with Lost Worlds asking, "Antarctic Nexus, Dank Atlantis's edge? Ocean ruins?" Extraterrestrial theories surged. A declassified 2023 US Navy report, obtained via a Freedom of Information Act request, described submerged energy anomalies in the Antarctic Ocean during the 1960s, with patterns matching the 2026 pulse. The report noted objects moving near the site, too fast for submarines. On X, a ocean seeker linked this to the Indian Ocean relic. Pulse Plus Spires, Sharke's alien signal station, Sharke Antarctic cover-up. The pulse's frequency, eerily similar to SETI's unverified signals, fueled speculation of a non-human network. Local accounts added intrigue. Emma Torres, a Chilean supply pilot stationed at McMurdo, saw lights near the pulse's coordinates. Standing on an icy runway, the ocean beyond, she recalls the night. They were under the water, green and steady, like a heartbeat, she says, her voice calm but intense. They moved, then vanished. Her video, posted on X, showed glowing streaks beneath the surface, echoing sightings from Crete to the Arctic. A 2026 NOAA log noted unexplained electromagnetic interference in the area, unexplained by natural causes. Science met resistance. Dr. Maria Alvarez, the marine biologist, consulted remotely. In her San Diego lab, she analyzes the pulse's data. It's stronger than the Pacific signal with a wider range, she says. We planned a dive, but the site's locked down. By April 2026, US, Russian and Chinese naval vessels patrolled the Weddell Sea citing environmental protection. A leaked 2026 Pentagon memo, circulated on X, labeled the spires a national security concern, prompting Ash Deep Sea Truth to ask, why militarize a ruin? You Antarctic secrets. The Antarctic pulse fits a pattern of ocean discoveries. In 2024, a New Zealand expedition found a 10,000-year-old coral reef off the Antarctic peninsula, hosting unknown species. A 2026 science study suggested submerged caves in the Ross Sea held human artifacts drowned 15,000 years ago. These facts blur into myth, Maori tales of a southern light city or Inca legends of icebound temples. On X, A Lost World shared an Antarctic myth of glowing spires, asking, story or history, Chuck and Pulse truth. Public reaction was electric. By May 2026, the Antarctic drew researchers and theorists, despite harsh conditions. Protests in Santiago demanded open access, with signs reading, "The ocean's ours." A Pew Research poll showed 78% of Americans believed the ocean held advanced technology, fueled by the pulse's data. On X, a viral video of the spire's glow, synced with the pulse's rhythm, amassed millions of views, with Ocean Mystery commenting, "The Antarctic speaking, ocean awakening." For Emma Torres, the pilot, the pulse is a turning point. The sea's not empty, she says, staring at the icy horizon. It's alive, and it's calling us. Her words reflect a shift. The Antarctic pulse is a culmination, linking the ocean's mysteries. As the task force pushes for answers, a whistleblower's revelation will challenge the world to face the truth. The Antarctic dusk settles, ice, reflecting a starlit sky. Deep below, a pulse reverberates, ancient and relentless. The sea's secrets are almost within reach. The ocean's depths have always been a mirror for humanity's curiosity, reflecting both our thirst for knowledge and our fear of the unknown. In June 2026, a shadowy figure known only as Deep Source shattered the silence, leaking classified documents and footage to the UN Ocean Anomalies Task Force that tied together the Bering Sea sphere, Azores Enigma, Pacific Signal, Indian Ocean Relic, Arctic Anomaly, Mediterranean Nexus, and Antarctic Pulse. This whistleblower's revelation, shared on X and debated globally, offered a glimpse into a truth that could redefine our place in the universe. Was the ocean hiding a lost civilization, an extraterrestrial legacy, or something even stranger? Deep Source's leak began with a cryptic X post on June 5, 2026, containing a 60-second video of a submerged facility, its metallic walls lined, with artifacts resembling the Mediterranean Nexus's disk and the Indian Ocean Relic's obelisk. The footage, labeled Project Abyss, showed scientists analyzing a glowing orb, its pulses syncing with the Antarctic pulse. Accompanying documents claimed the US, Russia and China had secretly studied these artifacts since the 1950s under a covert program to reverse engineer their technology. The post from Banner Ocean Truth 2026 read, "The ocean's secrets are ours. Whistleblower reveal." Dr. Elena Costa, the marine archaeologist leading the UN task force, verified parts of the leak. Standing in a New York office, the city's skyline. Behind her, she holds a printed memo from the leak. This confirms a global network of sites, she says, her voice steady but urgent. The documents mention energy signatures linking the nexus, the spires, and the sphere. It's not just history. It's technology, active and ancient. Her statement, live-streamed on X, drew millions, with Deep Sea Truth posting, "Costa's got the proof. The ocean's alive. Dark's ocean truth." The leaked documents detailed Project Abyss, allegedly launched after the 1947 Roswell incident, when oceanic recoveries hinted at non-human materials. A 2026 science report, spurred by the leak, analyzed a leaked sample's isotopes, matching the Antarctic spire's composition. Dr. Paul Whitaker, the Caltech materials scientist, studied the data. In his lab, he points to a spectrometer. "This is beyond our tech. Energy conduction, gravitational manipulation," he says. "If Project Abyss reverse-engineered this, they've built something." On X, Star Depth speculated, "Abyss offers secret UFOs from ocean tech?" Whistleblower truth. Civilian voices amplified the revelation. Emma Torres, the Antarctic pilot, spoke at a UN press conference. Standing beside Costa, she shared her video of the Weddell Sea lights. "I saw this and now I know it's real," she says, her voice resolute. "The ocean's not hiding, it's showing us the truth." Her testimony, posted on X, resonated with Lost Worlds, writing, "Emma's our hero. The people demand answers. Ocean awakening." Her story echoed Maria Stavros's Cretan lights, tying personal experiences to the global narrative. The leak's footage sparked debate. A segment showed a submersible approaching a glowing structure in the Pacific, its design matching the Clarion-Clipperton trenches. Dr. Maria Alvarez, the marine biologist, analyzed the video. In her San Diego lab, she zooms in on the structure. "It's emitting the Pacific signal's frequency," she says. "This isn't a ruin, it's operational, part of a system." Her findings, shared with the task force, suggested a network of active devices. On X, a ocean seeker posted, "The signal's a heartbeat, the ocean's alive, that being Abyss reveal." Wild theories flourished. Some saw Project Abyss as proof of a sunken civilization. Atlantis, Mu, or Kumari Kandam, whose technology rivaled ours. A 2026 archaeological oceanography study found submerged harbors off Malta, dated to 11,000 BCE, supporting ancient maritime cultures. Others leaned extraterrestrial, citing the artifact's non-terrestrial isotopes. A declassified 2025 British Navy report, surfaced via a Freedom of Information Act request, described submerged craft in the Atlantic, linked to the Azores Enigma's symbols. On X, a Deep Sea Truth wrote, "Abyss shroomand alien tech harvested for decades at ocean cover-up." Public reaction was seismic. By July 2026, protests swept cities from London to Mumbai, demanding full disclosure. A Pew Research poll showed 80% of Americans believed the ocean held advanced technology, with 60% favoring extraterrestrial origins. On X, a viral montage of the leak's footage, synced with the Antarctic Pulse, amassed millions of views, with Ocean Mystery commenting, "The whistleblower's our voice, Dar's ocean truth." In Guam, a diver named Lila Chen reported a new sighting. Pulsing lights near the Mariana Trench. Standing on a beach, she spoke softly. "The sea's talking," she said. Her video, posted on X, echoed global sightings. Governments scrambled. The US Pentagon called the leak unverified, but admitted to oceanic research programs. A leaked 2026 UN memo, circulated on X, revealed plans to secure key sites, prompting Mars Star Depths to ask, why hide history? Mars Abyss secrets. The task force, led by Costa, pushed for open access, but military restrictions on the Nexus and Antarctic sites persisted. Dr. Nikos Papadopoulos, the underwater archaeologist, reflected in his Athens office. "This is bigger than nations," he said, holding a Nexus symbol sketch. "The oceans are shared past and future." The whistleblower's truth wove a tapestry from the Bering Sea to Antarctica. Was it a civilization lost to time, a legacy of visitors, or a fusion of both? The task force vowed to explore, but the ocean's depths held more. The story that began with a sphere now ends with a question. What else waits below? The Pacific night blankets the world, waves whispering. Under starlight, deep beneath, a pulse hums, ancient and eternal. The ocean's truth is ours to find.